Hello. Welcome, Spooky. I appreciate you popping in, since I know Dai is having a way more exciting stream right now with his model debut that is super fucking cute. Glad I got to catch a little bit of it. An ad right away. Oh, already with the hydrate. Thank you, Tez, for making it rain. Right after I said hello. Oh, dearie my. Okay, yes, you're making it rain for sure, Tez. I got you. But let me just... I have a backup chat. There we go. Tez is just doing his thing of... Or, I actually don't know Tez's pronouns now that I think about it. But Tez is just being Tez and making it rain. Typical Tez behavior. I'll just be using this type of chat box until the other one is fixed. Are you guys still stuck in ads? Because I don't want to start doing the game and you guys are still stuck in ads. That would be a sad. I'll be around, just got out of the shower. Nice, nice. I will hydrate before I forget, somehow. I'm back from ads. Wonderful, wonderful. Let's get into the game then. I honestly don't really remember where we left off perfectly. Perfectly honest, that was not a complete sentence. More in Chapter 2. I wonder if we'll get to the end of Chapter 2 tonight. We'll see. Yes, their fight. That's where we left off. I finished my speech and turned my back to Kurisu. I won't look back. Can I check the mail? No, not yet. I walk away slowly with my eyes closed. It's kind of hard to walk like this. Hope I don't bump into anyone. I've definitely bumped into like a pole. Oh! Diane! Yes! Thank you for the resub. Although I know you did that before just now, but let's celebrate anyways. Thank you so much, Diane. I appreciate it. And also, welcome to the stream. I hope you enjoy some more Steins Gate with us. Quack indeed. Yeah, I did read that. Right. I was trailing off of it because, like, there was a time where, like, I wasn't paying attention. I don't think I had my eyes closed, but I just blatantly wasn't paying attention to where I was walking. This was, like, in middle school, and I just ran straight into a pole. So not a person, but a pole. And that was a time. Love that for me. My iPad's chat box is missing. Oh, well. Quack. Yes. Wait. Am I even walking straight? A great question, sir. You look ridiculous. My shoulder is suddenly pulled from behind. I brace myself so I don't fall backwards. What are you doing? You've ruined my perfectly staged exit scene. And you called yourself my assistant? No, I don't call myself your assistant. Besides, I still have something to ask you. Damn it, her stubbornness has already returned. I asked you about this before, but you said I got stabbed, right? I demand an explanation. Oh boy. Ah yes, the other real-life phenomenon that has yet to be explained. That was just something I hallucinated. Let's just leave it at that for now. Why would you dream about me? I don't know. And it wasn't a dream. It was a hallucination. You said something about Dr. Nakabachi, didn't you? Oh, is Aeon here lurking? So he is. Welcome, Aeon. I don't know. No, it says it in the users in chat. Whether or not he's paying attention is a different matter. Dr. Nakabachi held a time machine presentation at Radicon that day. That presentation was cancelled because of the satellite crash. I was just at Usagi's. Do you mean Usagi Heaven? Because I did notice, a Twitch notification about her going live. It's close to your bedtime? No worries, you can go to sleep, Dalton. No pressure to stay. Take care of yourself. So it seems. But in my hallucination, the presentation proceeded as planned. My Yuri and I went to see it, and he came over to flirt with me. I'm lurking, I can't hear anything, I'm in the middle of a D&D. Neat. That's fair. I say as if Aeon can hear me. One of you can tell Aeon for me that I appreciate him anyways. I want to support everyone, but it's so hard. Aw, it's okay, Dawn. Don't stretch yourself thin from trying to support everyone. The sentiment is appreciated anyways. You don't flirt, especially not with idiots like you. Like I said, it wasn't real, okay? No. Maybe this world is what isn't real. Oh my. That would explain the riddle of the phone wave, name subject to change. If this world is some kind of simulation, then we can disregard the laws of physics. Thank you for literally quoting me, Spooky. Appreciate ya. Escapism? That's unexpectedly chicken of you. It's a It's a hypothesis. Your favorite thing. I don't remember exactly what state you're in, but you're like 3 hours ahead, so it's fair that you should go sleep. Yes, good night, Dalian. Thank you so much for popping in. I appreciate you. How many times have I said that? Too many times. But anyways, good night. Sleep well. So who stabbed me? Don't tell me it was you. I recall the sight of Kurisu collapsed in a puddle of blood. It sends shivers down my spine. Was that really just a hallucination? It was too real. I can clearly remember the smell of blood. You were already dead when I got there. I didn't see who did it. I don't get it. Why do I have to die in your mind? You have something against me? Of course not. At that point in time, we had only spoken once. We were just strangers. Well, that one time we talked was during the events I imagined. So, strictly speaking, at that point in time, all I knew about her was what I read in the magazine. Anyway, we didn't know each other. That's why I ran away instead of calling for an ambulance. My hero. What? You want me to go back in time and to give you CPR or something? Oh dear. I need to use the phone wave name subject to change for that. Goodness, goodness. I've heard enough. No more hallucinating about me, okay? Dying isn't fun, even if it's in someone else's head. I can't make any guarantees. That would require perfect 24 hours of violence inside my brain. You have a comeback for everything, don't you? Kurisu shakes her head in exasperation, then turns and walks off toward the station. Looks like she wants to end the conversation. In revenge for last time, I grab Kurisu's slender shoulder from behind. Yeah, what now? I'm not done talking. You're trying to pick a fight? It's revenge for ruining my farewell scene, Christina. You shall regret your thoughtless actions. Okay. Fine. What is it? About the IBN 5100. I don't know what you're talking about. If you don't know, then forget about it. Farewell. We will not meet again. I turn my back to Kurisu. This time, I'll make a perfect... Hey, don't tell me to forget about it. She grabs my arm. Damn it, this is the second time. What is the IBN 5 whatever? Then the IBN 5100. It's a retro PC from 1975. I'm looking for one. Yeah? What are you gonna do with it? Looks like she's interested. She was the same way when she came to the lab. I guess this girl is just brimming with curiosity. Interested? Kurisu quickly averts her eyes. But she doesn't let go of my arm. You're interested, aren't you? Just a little. Then I shall answer. The IBN 5100 is the key to unlocking CERN's most closely guarded secrets. CERN? You mean the CERN? Indeed. Through the tireless efforts of my faithful lab mems, we have uncovered evidence that CERN is researching time travel. Come, be astonished. Great. I shouldn't have asked. Kurisu gives me a cold glare, then lets go and starts walking away. This time, she's gone for good. Damn you. Just you watch. I'll expose CERN's secrets if it's the last thing I do. The next day, I decided to hit Akiba's computer parts stores. I did as much as I could yesterday after parting with Kurisu, but no luck. Can I check my phone now? Yes. Sorry, was I being annoying? I'm sorry, but I really need information on the IBN 5100. You're the only lead I have right now. I'm relying on you, Okabe-kun. I swear I won't send any more short mails, so please don't abandon me. I need you to help me look for an IBN 5100. Promise to let you know as soon as I learn everything, so let's work together, okay, Moeka? And the other ones, the short ones? Yeah, okay. Finding an IBN 5100 is obviously going to be a huge pain in the ass. I'm standing in the narrow tunnel that runs beside the Rodicon building. Small shop selling everything from motherboards to resistors to vacuum tube lines, both sides of the tunnel. Here lie the vestiges of the old electric town, Akiba's conscience, so to speak. Casual otaku usually avoid stores like these. It's like a holy land that only true fanatics can enter. Not that I'm an expert on computer parts. Furthermore, these shops only sell parts, so it's actually kind of silly to be searching for a whole PC here. Still, Something about the sight of all these electronics gets my blood pumping. I have to hide my excitement to maintain my dignity. If a storekeeper yells, "Hey, kid, you're 10 years too young for this stuff," then I'll have no choice but to run. Fortunately, no one has yelled at me yet. In fact, the storekeeper seemed to be ignoring me. They must be more open-minded than I thought. Or maybe they just don't care. I search each store in turn, but turn up neither hide nor hair of an IBM 5100. The ringing of my phone draws up a sharp look from the nearest storekeeper. I force a smile and rush outside. Phew, that was close. I probably shouldn't go back in there today. I take a deep breath to calm myself down. That's when something strange catches my eye. There's a woman squatting on the ground nearby, her knees against her chest. In her hand was a gaudy purple phone. She's staring at the screen without moving a muscle. She's even more conspicuous since nobody else is around. And on further inspection, I realize it's someone I know. Shining figure. I call out to her, but she gives me no reaction. I mean, I'd hope not. Vintage computers aren't exactly known for being fuzzy. Oh dear. Shining figure is just a name I made up, so I guess it's only natural. Her name was Moeko. No. Finger. I stand in front of her and call her name. Well, the name I gave her. But she doesn't even look at me. Her fingers are typing rapidly on her phone, so she's definitely conscious. But she still looks dead. There's no life in her eyes. I'm actually worried. Despite the heat, she's not sweating at all. Can't you hear me? Who? Yorin Kyoma, the mad scientist. She glances at me for maybe half a second, then goes right back to staring at her phone. Who? What? Can she even remember people's faces? And of course, I'm the one who forgot her name. Yo, are those Gunplas on the display? Looks like it. I agreed to help you find an IBM 5100, remember? And this is the thanks I get? She touches upon hearing the word IBM 5100. But she still doesn't look up. Okabe-kun. It's Hyoin. Ignoring me, are you? Why would you accept me as Hyoin Hyoma? Sent. Email. God damn it. Hi Okabe. Fancy meeting you here. Really? Really? Like, I can get preferring to send messages, but he's right in front of you. She's just like me for real. Buddy. I nearly flip out. Is this really something you should say by email when the person is standing right in front of you? It wouldn't take 5 seconds to say it verbally. Oh, it wouldn't take 5 seconds to say it verbally. She's friendly enough in her emails, but in person, she's a lump of unsociability. How could she write "funny meeting you here" without smiling at all? It makes me think the mails are coming from a different person. I suppose it is quite a coincidence. Were you looking through the parts store too? She doesn't even respond when I ask her a direct question. Another email. I looked, but I couldn't find anything. Why won't you speak? Too hard. Isn't it harder to type everything out? My yelling does not have the desired effect. Instead of her getting her act together, she buries her face into her knees. And why is she wearing such a short skirt? If she sits with her knees up like this, I can see everything. Not that there's a problem with that. Sir. I sigh, then turn and walk away. I buy 2 Max coffees from a nearby vending machine. The mails keep coming. I'm sorry. I apologize, so please come back. I'm more tired than angry. Besides, my stomach has hit a dead end, so I need whatever information she has on the IBN 5100. I can't just go home. Come to think of it, her name was Moika, right? I remembered when I saw her email. I returned to Moika with the 2 Max coffees in hand. Ah, Okabe-kun. She's finally on her feet. She glances at me, then breathes a sigh of relief. Want one? She timidly accepts the Max coffee I hand to her, but she doesn't move to open it. I wait for the coffee to cool down, open the tab, and take a sip. Sometimes the sweetness is just what I need. Why don't you talk? Emailing is easier. Like hell it is. Maybe she's just afraid of people. When I finally considered that, I'm taken aback by my own thoughtlessness. Cool down? Oh, you don't know that, Japanese vending machines can also distribute hot drinks? It's not just cold drinks. So you can get a hot coffee from a vending machine in Japan. Of course, so that's what it is. Basically, she's afraid. Afraid of the insane mad scientist Hyoin Kiyoma. Well, I can hardly blame her. In fact, I sympathize. Few indeed can withstand my aura of supreme madness. I'm weird, aren't I? No, you're normal. Really? Nah, I get that hot coffee vending machines are a thing, but hot coffees don't normally have a tab to pull as far as I know. As far as I've seen of images of vending machines, of course I don't have personal experience at a Japanese vending machine, but even the canned coffees can be hot, not just cold. The more you know. Really? I don't think I read that. For no matter how disciplined your mind is, you cannot resist. You have nothing to be ashamed of. In this world, there exists something called absolute eternal truth. It's a wall, immovable, no matter how much you struggle. That's why people give up, abandon their dreams, choose a different path. But never forget this one thing. You hold within your heart your own Steins gates. Why is he like this? Like, genuine question. Hot coffee in the can sounds like an awful idea, but I imagine the cans are insulated in that case. Probably. Like I said, I don't have any personal experience with it, so I don't know the details other than the fact that it exists. And the game audio cut out for me. Yay! And it's back. More yay. Steins Gate. All people without exception possess their own Steins Gate. As long as you have yours, you may follow any path without losing your way. Just as I follow mine. So dramatic. Moeka nods. Looks like I got her to understand. So, on to business. Do you have any information on the IBN 5100? Moeka answers by shaking her head slightly. She looks so sad. How long have you been searching? About 2 months. Where have you looked? And of course, Moeka starts to move her fingers at high speed. 4 people in 2 months. Stores, online auction houses, the usual. I also tried asking on that channel, and I even walked around Akihabara asking people, or so I say, but I've only talked to about 4 people, including you. No. 4 people in 2 months. Even though hordes of otaku come to Akiba every day. Have you tried talking to PC store employees? They know more than anyone else. Moeka shakes her head again. She's clearly not cut out for this job. Sincere as she may be, she's just wasting time. The editorial company she works for must be incompetent if they chose her as their investigator. Though I suppose it's also her fault for accepting the job despite her handicap. So what's your actual goal? To obtain an IBN 5100 or to investigate the urban legend? Both. I see. In that case, her search is limited to IBN 5100s in Akihabara. But I don't care about the urban legend. I just want to obtain an IBN 5100. My true goal is what comes afterwards. So I don't need to limit myself to IBN 5100s in Akihabara. I could just look online. I might be able to get one through auction. That would take time and money, though. If I don't find one in another few days, let's consider that an option. Where do you plan to search next? That's... I didn't quite hear you. Moeka types out a mail at high speed. I honestly don't know where to turn. I've tried everything. She's useless. Don't worry. I have a network of informants at my disposal. Finding a retro PC should be no trouble at all. Moeka looks at me for the first time today. I see respect in her eyes. Have you forgotten who I am? Hyorin Kyoma. I will stop at nothing to destroy the system and usher in a new era of chaos. He's truly something else, ain't he? Definitely something else. That's Okabe-kun's Einskate. Not Okabe, Hyorin. After parting with Shining Finger, I go to a nearby PC store to talk to an employee I happen to know. But naturally, he doesn't know where to find an IBN 5100 either. Apparently, it was easier to find retro PCs 10 years ago, back when there were more underground niche stores. Now those stores are all but vanished, driven out by stricter regulations and the inexorable spread of moe culture. Meow, welcome Catman. How's it? So I can't really say it's Moeka's fault that she's not useful. After all, I'm stumped too. And this is only my second day searching. Hunting for an IBN 5100 on an internet auction site is starting to look more appealing than confining my search to Akiba. But again, that would take time and money. That reminds me. Mairi called before I met with Shining Finger. Late, lol, sorry. No worries. It's only a problem if you're late if you actually care about the story and don't want to be bothered with watching the Vods. So, it's rare for the absent-minded Mayuri to be the one to contact me. I'm usually the one to contact her. Gonna go save Unegiri from Coles real quick. Enjoy, have fun saving her. I wonder what she wanted. Buy me a shirt while you're there. They're already closed, Catman. Should I try calling her back? But where could she be now? She's not at work, is she? If she is, then I probably won't be able to get a hold of her. Let's contact her. Not by phone, but by email. No. If you need me, call again or send an email. Amazing goo. I sent an email and get a reply in a matter of minutes. Darukin says to call him. That's it? Call Daru? What does this mean? I guess there's no choice. I'll call Daru. What's up? I like that there's... For the phone, it's like literally coming from the phone. Anyways. It's me. Report the situation. Okarin, you're the only one who talks like that. Did you hear from Mayushi? No, she didn't tell me anything. Well, I'm at my Maid Queen right now. Mayushi did some investigating. Sounds like Faristan knows about the IBN 5100. Why am I not surprised? What? Faris? Don't tell me that Catgirl and the IBN 5100 are connected somehow. I can't even imagine how they could be. I understand your confusion, but apparently there are a lot of retro PCs at her home. That's some unexpected good news. The tables have turned, and now I'm close to my goal. This, too, is the choice of Steins Gates. I don't get you. So, is Ferris there? Of course. Today's the Ferris Cup. Ah. Ferris Cup? What's that? I think I remember hearing about it, but I never really paid it any attention. When I showed Faristan an image of the IBN 5100, she said she donated a similar PC to a shrine 10 years ago. Don't know if it's the one we want, though. She donated it to a shrine? That's an unexpected combination. PCs and shrines, consumer electronics, and ancient Shinto rituals. They're not even tangentially related. Tangentially. I can words. Which shrine? Didn't ask. My bad. Whatever. It's a lead. The only shrines in Akiba and Kanda, Myoljin, and Yanabayashi Shrine. Yeah. I don't know if Ferris was living in Akiba at the time, but at least it's a start. Well, I'm hanging up. The Ferris Cup is about to begin. Nice scene. Daru, I'm sure you can do it. Be sure to win. Leave it to me. Beautiful. Whoops, didn't read that. What the hell is the Ferris Cup anyway? Sir. No, more importantly, the shrine. Kanda Myolojin is the larger and more popular shrine, so 9 out of 10 people would choose to donate something there. But when I inquire at the shrine office, nobody knows anything about an old computer. That leaves Yanabayashi Shrine. It's probably not there either, but I have to try a call. Who is this? What? All I can hear is noise. Wrong number? No, maybe. You're from the organization, aren't you? Is this a warning? You telling me to stop getting involved in CERN? Admir. Huh? It's a woman's voice. She clearly doesn't understand what I'm talking about. You're not from the organization? No, it's Makise. Makise? Who? Sir. I think I remember this voice from somewhere. Sorry, but I don't remember. Tell me where we met. Paris or London, perhaps. Akihabara. We saw each other yesterday, remember? Yesterday. Makise, Makise. Oh, my assistant. Not your assistant. Makise Kurisu. If you don't say Christina, then I have no way of knowing it's you. Sir. I'm not Christina either. How many times do I have to tell you? You never stop complaining, do you? Whose fault is that? Whose? Wait a minute. How do you know my phone number? Something's not right here. It's unlike Kurisu's free of suspicion. She could still be a spy. Hashida-san told me. Oh. That's boring. So, what is it, assistant? I said I'm not your assistant. What's the point? Where are you now? I'm headed to Yonabayashi Shrine. Ah, okay. Bye then. Huh? What? What was that? Is she messing with me? She's messing with me. How dare my assistant treat me like this? I shall scold her most harshly the next time we meet. She thinks she's all that just because she was published in a major journal. Your accomplishments mean nothing to me. What are you talking about? When I arrive at Yanabayashi Shrine, I find my assistant waiting there for some reason. She glares at me with her usual frown. What was that phone call about? I just wanted to ask you where you were, and since you said you were coming here, I came. Nobody asked you to come. And yet, here I am. Why is she always in such a bad mood? Why did he come to see me? Not because I wanted to or anything. Don't get me wrong. She just keeps those abusive words coming. I can't stop thinking about what you said yesterday. What I said. About the IBM 5100 and CERN. Of course. You're working for CERN, not the organization. You're here to kill me, aren't you? That's what I thought. You have the face of a killer. What's wrong with my face? How rude. Can you calm down a bit? You're always screwing around. I can't believe you're older than me. Calm down? You don't understand what it's like to live on the run, never knowing when the next assassin will strike. All I'm hearing is gibberish. You come here to pick a fight? I just want to know how the IBM 5100 and CERN are related. Don't you mean you're interested in CERN's time machine research? Be honest with yourself. Shut up. I'm not interested in time machines at all. More importantly, did you find an IBM 5100? That's why I'm here. Kurisu looks up at Yanabayashi Shrine's small archway. A shrine? Correct. Then, with perfect timing, a beautiful girl, boy, dressed in Miko garb, appears from the nearby shrine office, holding a bamboo broom. Ah, Kyoma-san. Hello. Lukako. Why don't you have it? Huh? Are you talking about Demon Sword Samidare? I thought I told you to carry it at all times. I'm sorry, but it gets in the way when I'm cleaning, so... What if they attack while you're cleaning? Nobody's going to come to your rescue, you know? Why am I struggling? That's true. I'll be careful from now on. Hey, what are you two talking about? Lukako finally notices Kurisu and gives me a puzzled look. Who might this be? My assistant. No. What kind of introduction is that? I'm only telling the truth, Christina. You're not Japanese? I am Japanese. Anyway, Lukako, I need to talk to your father about... Wait, introduce me properly. You want to be introduced properly? It's unnatural not to be introduced in this situation. I didn't come here to introduce you to Lukako. An introduction wouldn't take more than 10 seconds. What's wrong with you? Please don't fight. Lukako's flustered. Looks like he thinks we're fighting. 'Cause you are fighting, but... This is Makise Kurisu, my assistant. Yeah, whatever. Assistant, whatever. Nice to meet you, Makisa-san. I'm Urishibara Ruka. Nice to meet you too. How old are you? 17 this year. Baby. You're younger than me. Oh, really? Nakase-san, you're so grown up. I can't believe we're only a year apart. That means you look old. She glares at me. No, that's not what I mean, you're very beautiful. Thanks. I think you're very cute. No. But he's a guy. I probably shouldn't tell her that. The shock from learning the truth might be enough to make her go back to America. You're introduced. Happy? Can we move on now? You were such a jerk. Anyway, Lukako, I require an audience with your father. Can you make it happen? Yes, sure. But why do you need to talk to my dad? It's a grave matter that concerns the future of mankind. The future? Of mankind? I'll go get him. Lukako races into the shrine office. He believes just about everything I say. He's really easy to deal with, unlike my rebellious assistant. Achoo. No, no. Did I catch a cold? Kitty's sniffling. Should keep her occupied to scold me for a while. Should keep her too occupied to scold me for a while. Lukako's father soon appears. Lukako is pretty flustered. He's practically dragging his father behind him. Hurry, Dad. Hurry. Slow down a little. If you rush me, I'm gonna fall. But the future of mankind is at stake. No, well, that's certainly serious. I've met Lukako's father several times before. He's a gentle, respectable adult, but with the exception of how he's raised Lukako. Wow, I can't read so good. Apparently the reason Lukako wears Miko garb is because his father requested it. Ugh. Maybe his dad is a pervert. No, it's not like I made a Mogfish into a priesthood or anything like that. Ah, Yoin-kun. It's been a while. Thank you for always taking care of Luka. The honor is mine. His name isn't Yoin. It's Okabe. No. Really? You there. Assistant, stop making things complicated. I'm just telling the truth. What did you come here for? Luka told me his name was Yoin. Maybe Luka was just playing a trick on me. That's not it, Dad. Okabe-san is his real name, and Yoin is, I am Yoin. Okabe Rintaro is the name your parents gave you, right? Are you denying that? God, as a trans person that's changed my name, this is a little uncomfortable, to be honest. Just be quiet, zombie. Who's a zombie? It's great that you all get along. Luka's dad looks at Kurisu. Are you one of Luka's friends too? Please get along with Luka from now on too. I'm... As you can see, this child of mine is so delicate. Come on, Dad. Kurisu looks like she's going to cry for some reason. What's wrong? Is she upset that Luka's father assumes she's a friend? Kurisu notices my stare and quickly turns away. So, Yorin-kun, did you need me for something? That's right. This is no time for idle chatter. This meeting will shape the course of Ragnarok. The future of mankind is, well, whatever. I'm a mad scientist, not some sort of hero. I explained to Lukako's father how I need the IBN 5100. And then I asked him if the retro PC was donated to Yonabayashi Shrine. Of course, I don't disclose any classified information, like how we plan to hack CERN or how this is all related to the time machine research. I don't know if donated is the right word to use. But an old computer was entrusted to this shrine about 9 years ago. No way. Really? That's it. That has to be it. Please wait here. I'll go get it. Lukaku's father comes back in about 10 minutes. His face is bright red, and is carrying a large cardboard box. His gait is fairly unsteady. I wonder if he'll be okay. Whew. It was hard to dig out. I think this is what you're looking for. Luca's dad places the box on the ground and takes a deep breath as he rubs his back. Was it that heavy? I think I'm gonna take a look inside. An IBM 5100. A medical desk. Inside is a simple computer with an integrated monitor. The monitor is only about as big as a GPS screen. I compare it to the IBM 5100 image I got from Shining Finger. They look very similar. Ah, look at this. Nikako points at the logo between the tape drive and the monitor. Oh boy, a tippy tip. Before the invention of the floppy disk, data was stored on magnetic cassette tapes. Specialized drives to read these tapes were the norm for computers of the 1970s. Wowee. It says IBM 5100 portable computer. Finally! I have solved Akiba's urban legend. This is the Phantom PC of Akihabara. It's in excellent condition. There's only a thin layer of dust on it. Looks like we'll need to plug it in to see if it works. Now, the problem is whether Lukaku's father will lend it to me. Urishi badashi, I'll be blunt. May I borrow this computer? Sure. Seriously? Is it okay for a priest to just lend property out like that? Items which were donated to the shrine? I'd have never expected anything like that. That's why I was expecting him to refuse. When this was entrusted to us, the owner said this. If a young man ever appears and says that he needs this computer, no matter what, please lend it to him with my blessings. Oh, how interesting. Interesting. I want to find out who rented. Mamoru Miyano. Okay, his voice was indeed familiar, because Mamoru Miyano, that fucking whack job. It all makes sense now. I'm honestly kind of surprised I didn't know that before. Anyways. I didn't think it would be it would actually happen. To be honest, I've forgotten about it entirely until you reminded me. I'm happy to lend it to you, Yoin-kun. But please be sure to return it when you're done, okay? Of course. Thank you. I bow deeply, but in my heart I'm grinning like a madman. I can't stop laughing. Things are going better than I anticipated. It's almost like everything's being handed to me on a silver platter. Now certain secrets will be laid bare. We can expose their wicked research, and possibly even gather hints on the creation of a time machine. And then, I can complete the first time machine in human history. Now I have to get the IBM 5100 back to the lab. But unfortunately, I don't have a car to transport it. In fact, I don't even have a license. Same goes for my assistant. Can't two Americans start driving at 16? How come you don't have a license? Just because, like, even if she did get a license in America, that wouldn't transfer to Japan, you doof. What? Something wrong with that? I spend all my time doing research. You're wasting your youth. Of course it does. Oh boy. I thought so too until I met you. Now I realize I'm doing just fine. I have license in America. I can drive everywhere. I love the sarcasm, buddy. Touche. Actually, I don't think I read what she said. I thought so too until I met you. Now I realize I'm doing just fine. Okay, yeah, no, touche to that for sure. No fighting, please. Likiko's flustered again. You're a lifesaver, Likiko. Thank your father again for me. Luca's dad has already returned to the shrine office. Likiko nods. Your father is a lovely man. Eh? Likiko and I freeze at my assistant's nonchalant words. My father is married. Adultery is bad. She didn't mean it in that way. She's only 18. Calm down, buddy. Huh? I see. Assistant. So you like older men? Hey, wait. Don't misunderstand, you two. That's not what I meant. I won't give up my father. Oh dear. Please don't cry. I just meant I was jealous of how well you get along with your father. That's all. Eh? Of course. I'm sorry for the weird misunderstanding. That was so rude of me. Don't cry. We've resolved the misunderstanding, so it's all okay. But in the depths of your heart lies feelings for Luca's dad. Rentaro, shut the fuck up. Die. Christina turns away. I decide to leave it at that. Angering her any further could lead to violence. Lukako, don't forget, your practice swings with Samidare. Yes, sir. I'll do my best. Elsai Kongli. It's Kongru. Don't forget it. I'm sorry. Hey, what kind of lowlife teases a girl? I wouldn't know. Lukako's a guy. I ignore Christina and lift up the box with the IBN 5100 inside. It's heavy. I can barely get it off the ground. I put it down for now. Now I know why Luca's dad was red in the face when he brought this thing in. Is it that heavy? Pathetic. It's only as big as a CRT monitor. Then why don't you try carrying it? Then you'll understand. Kirisu sighs, grabs both ends of the cardboard box and lifts. She strains with all her might, but gives up without lifting it even a centimeter. It's really heavy. She blushes slightly, but still maintains her usual frown. My assistant seems to have a strong competitive spirit. This thing's gotta weigh like 30 kilos. Maybe we should have borrowed a push cart. Ureshibara-san, is there one in the shrine? There is one, but actually, it's broken. I'm sorry. Oh. Is there some other place we could borrow? No. We don't need a push cart. Then how are you going to bring it back? It takes about 10 minutes to walk to your rundown lab from here. It may be too heavy for one person, but it's a different story for two. You and I just need to carry it together. What do you think I made you my assistant? So that's why. Well, if we carry it together, we might be able to manage, but I refuse. Huh? Oh. I said no. I'm pretty sure you said, but I refuse. Shut up. I said no. But I refuse is a famous manga quote. Kukurisu be an channeler. The whole reason you made me a lab man was to borrow my knowledge. From this, it's elementary to derive the following. I won't do physical labor. I see. Then I guess I have no choice. I'll do my best to carry it. But I glance at Lukako. He twitches when he notices my look, then timidly raises his hand with tears in his eyes. Then I will. Yeah? You gonna help? Will you be okay? Yes, I'll do my best. Ganbarimasu. No, Lukako, I shouldn't make you help me. I can manage by myself. But we're friends, Okabe-san. I want to help you. No, I'll do it myself. I'll help you. Then, me too. Please, go ahead. Yeah? What? Don't you know, Christina? That's what you call a Japanese gag. What the fuck? You sneaky. Thanks for the backup, Lukako. Now that that's settled, my assistant will help me carry the computer, so you don't have to help. Thank you for the offer. Okay. If that's how it is, then. Now, assistants, since you volunteered, I won't let you refuse. Grab hold and heave. Fine. Kurisu and I lift up the cardboard box. The burden's considerably easier when distributed between two people. Why do we have to be face to face? We're positioned so we're looking at each other. But there's no other way to hold it, so what can you do? Let's just go. I returned from rescuing Nagiri. Amazing. Hopefully Nagiri will pop in soon too then. That would be nice. I start to walk out of the shrine. Hey, stop, stop, stop. I said stop. You're a noisy one. Don't walk forwards. Then I have to walk backwards. Let's walk sideways. Whatever. Get moving, assistant. Hey, listen. Please. Just listen. I can't walk backwards. Honestly, I really hate carrying things and walking backwards, so I don't blame her. Of course you can. You're my assistant. I appreciate the vote of confidence, but I can't. I'm asking you to go sideways. No, I'm telling you to go sideways. Sideways! I'm going to fall. It's dark by the time we get to the lab, and let me go get um. Well, yeah, I'll go get another beverage. Hang on. Should I put it on my BRB screen? Yeah, sure. I'll be back soon. Yeah, Spooky, did you buy him thingies? I wish. Fair enough. It's dark by the time we get to the lab. It's normally less than a 15-minute walk, but since Kurisu kept begging to take breaks, ended up taking twice as long. We finally made it. I'm exhausted. If you didn't complain so much about every little thing, we would have gotten here sooner. Right back at you. You used to have to take a break at least 5 times along the way. That's because I wasn't feeling well. Are you okay? It's just occasionally my right arm aches, and when it does, dark destructive impulses overcome my soul. Shut up, or I'll tear the peripheral nerves out of that arm. Damn. Kurisu, that's a little brutal. Holy crap. There's something wrong with this girl. Rip out my nerves? That's something like last year's new gen incidents. What? Hiccups, why? How? More hiccups. The popular name for a string of bizarre serial murders that occurred in Shibuya 1 year ago. A total of 14 people died in all 7 incidents. The methods of murder were entirely unorthodox, which led to its cult popularity among the youth of Shibuya. The mass media dubbed this New Generation Madness. A 25-year-old man was arrested as the culprit, but passed away in the Shibuya earthquake immediately afterwards. To this day, rumors remain on the internet that he was not the true culprit. Damn. That's intense. Okay, I'll shut up. Let's bring the IBN 5100 into the lab. The final barrier awaits. We have to ascend this rickety building's narrow staircase. Shouldn't you get your friends to help? You're right. I check the window. The lab's lights are on. Huh? Part-time warrior comes out of the Brontube workshop with perfect timing. If it isn't Okabai Rintaro, what you got there? You want to know? Then I'll tell you. Wait, if you're just going to stand and talk, shouldn't we put the box down first? Fair. Yeah, actually. Wait, this will only take a second. Well, what is it? What if I told you it's an IBN 5100? No way. You found it? Wow. Way to go, Okabe. I wish she stopped calling me by my full name. If she's gonna do that, she should at least call me Yomi Kyoma. Where was it? Uh, it's heavy. Kurisu starts giving in. I'm about at my limit too. Let's put it down. Kurisu and I place it on the ground gently, so as to not damage the contents. So, where was it? Yanabayashi Shrine. Yanabayashi Shrine? You mean like a Shinto shrine? Yeah. Why was it there? Then, suddenly, Suzuha looks at Kurisu. Ah! She gasps, then approaches Kurisu until they're close enough to feel each other's breath. Ooh. Intense. Yes? Makise Kurisu? Yes? For some reason, she stares at Kurisu with frightful intensity. Kurisu narrows her eyes in opposition. I just bit my cheek. Ah. What's going on here? I can't move a muscle. They are so thick with tension. What is it? Have I done something wrong? Found a vintage PC at a shrine. Yep. Oh, right. I guess you missed the whole thing about them retrieving the PC, huh? Oh, so it's haunted. I'm not sure if the PC itself is haunted because, I know you definitely missed this part, but, Lukako's dad gave it because he was the person that donated the PC in the first place. Is like, hey, like, if a youthful man comes here asking for this computer, give it to him. So, that's what happened. So I'm not sure if it's haunted, per se. Suzuha turns away, and without looking back, disappears into the Braun Tube workshop. That's weird. Who was that? Now Kurisu demands answers from me. She works part-time at that store. Why was she glaring at me? How should I know? Did you do something to make her angry? I've never seen her before in my life. How rude. Kurisu picked a fight with me the first time we met too, but that was a hallucination, so I don't say anything. I get Daru and Mayuri to come down and help us, and the four of us carry the IBN 5100 upstairs. Good work, everyone. With this, we can fight. Who are you fighting? CERN. And the system that rules the world. If that's what makes you happy. Happy? I do not desire happiness. Have you forgotten? I am an insane, mad scientist. Oh yeah, Spooky, I know you're not super, on par with your Japanese voice actors, but, it was kind of bothering me why Rentaro's voice was so familiar, and after I looked it up, his voiced by Mamoru Miyano. If you don't know who that is off the top of your head, he is, like, the one main male character from Zombieland Saga. I forget his name. But, yeah. Oh boy, head pats. Thank you for the head pats, Nino. And hydrate. Okay, can do, can do. Posture check is... My posture's actually been fine. Maybe I should remove that redeem. There's the girl. Thank you for your usual point attack. Hydrate being completed. Alright. What I desire is chaos. The time machine exists to bring chaos to the world. Oh, I somehow didn't realize Mamoru Miyano voiced Light. Damn. Mamoru is insane. Or more if he keeps getting insane characters to voice act. Well, he does a good job, so fair. Never mind happiness. You're like a junkie hyper-secreting beta endorphins. What? Add. Oh, well. A neurotransmitter secreted by the brain effectively suppresses pain and stress, producing euphoria. The effect known as runner's high can be explained by the secretion of those beta endorphins. Mostly because I accidentally exited out of the stream and came back. Honestly, yeah, because it's really like the ad break should have been like about 20 minutes ago-ish by now, so that's kind of funny. Good job, buddy. Welcome back. Okarin, I don't want you doing bad things, remember? Spooky is special. I still think it's really funny that you intended to gift a sub to him yesterday, though, but you gave it to Sophie instead. Did you know that you can actually specify who gets the gift sub? Because if you didn't know, you do know now. Anyways. I couldn't find it. That's fair. So it was like 50-50 shot. I mean, it's a little less than 50-50. Though it is really funny that I went to Sophie. But wow, I can't believe you found me. You make the impossible look easy. That's why we love you. That's why we, I certainly don't admire him. It was just the three of us in here when I did it. I don't know if it's any of your followers. So actually with the way gift subs work, that I think it does prioritize followers. Maybe, I don't know for sure, but it is extremely random and can go to just about anyone, even if they've only like watched your stream and haven't even followed. So the pool of who it could have gone to is way larger. Anyways, eh. 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 For a moment, there's complete silence. No, well, at least I went to someone in it. Yeah, at least it did go to someone that was in the stream. Though it's really funny that I happened to go to the person that I was actively collabing with. For a moment, there's complete silence. Yes, I did read that. It's all thanks to Mayushi. Mayuri, oblivious as always, puffs at her chest with pride. But I don't miss Kurisu's relieved sigh. She keeps dropping manga quotes. Does this mean what I think it means? Without Mayurushi's info, Okarin would still be lost on the streets of Akiba. Oh, yeah, huh. Mayuri's right. She did well this time. Anyway, it's time for Mayushi to go home. What about you, Christian? Want to go together? Thanks, but I'm going to stay here a little longer. Looks like Kurisu is interested in the IBN 5100 and CERN after all. That reminds me, I haven't filled her in yet. Okay, but you should go home before it gets too late. See you tomorrow. 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 Tututturu. Maru waves her hand as she leaves. Now then, daughter, what do you think we can use the IBN 5100 to hack CERN? Oh, when? Yes, I said tomorrow. I think it's because my brain saw the tututturu, not tomato. When do you think we can use the IBN 5100 to hack CERN? Well. Daughter talks as he plugs the IBN 5100's power adapter into the wall. He turns the machine on, and the power supply begins to make a turbulent noise. Wow, it actually turned on. First, I need to learn how to use this thing. It looks like hooking it up is gonna be a pain. It might take a while. I can't play with this thing and search for the server admin's ID at the same time. Alright, prioritize the ID search. If possible. I'd like you to get the IBM 5100 ready to use this month, though. There's still 30 days left this month. It's not gonna take that long. That's my super haka. Whomst. Of course. Have you found any leads yet? Nothing at all on my end. I've been to a lot of stores, but none have had an IBM 5100 on display. Maybe I should have tried asking. Anyway, let me know if you found anything, Moeka. Not sure we will, sweetie. Ah. Hey, look up, eh? What? I look up. Kurisu's glaring at me. What did you call me? I called you Okabe. You called me Okabe? I take one step towards Kurisu. And she takes a step back. Time out, time out. The other tries to hold me back, but I shake him off and take a step closer. Kurisu doesn't step back this time. Without taking her eyes off me, she bites her lip hard and curls her hands into fists. Did you just call me Okabe? I did. Problem? Yes, I'm younger than you, but you insist on calling me by ridiculous names like Christina and Zombie, so I don't think I need to show you any respect by adding San, and besides... That's not the problem. I am not Okabe. I am Yarin Kyoma. How many times do I have to tell you, Christina? I love the fact that this time, out of any other time, is just full-on caps. God, you're so full of yourself. From now on, call me Hyomin. That or Kyoma. Welcome, Nigerian. How's it? No. Kurisu snaps at me and turns away. Are those tears I see in her eyes? Are you crying? I'm not crying. It wasn't like I was scared of you for a second there or anything. And I definitely wasn't relieved when you started talking like an idiot again, okay? That's honestly valid, though. Just got off work. Well, I got off at 9. To be honest, we already knew when you were off because Spooky announced his departure to go collect you and deposit you at home, so... She stalks over to the window and stares outside. I see her wipe her eyes with the back of her hand. Seems like she was crying after all. Did you buy me things? Why do you want everyone to buy you things? Me getting distracted by random things on my phone. Someone was late picking me up. Because I want things done. Well, that's fair. Yeah. Daru. Why is my assistant crying? She said so herself just now. All I did was correct her on my name. Fucking mucus. Maybe she only acts strong, but is actually weak on the inside. That would be pretty moe. Itaru. Well, whatever. Back to checking mail. But I'm thirsty from this hard day's work, so before that, I take a fresh Dr. P out of the fridge. I wish I had a Dr. Pepper. But alas, I do not. Not this stream, anyway. Maybe next Steins Gate, if I remember. They have dinosaurs at the front by the registers, and I'm real tempted to get one when I get paid. That's fair. Do I want Dr. Pepper? Yeah. Dr. Pepper's good. Hey, aren't you gonna tell me what's going on? Dr. People? What? Anyways, Mamoru Miyano is also known for voicing Kiba from Wolf's Rain, Setsuna from Gundam Zero, Ganma 2 from DB Super, Doma from Demon Slayer, yeah. Fujiwara from Initial D, Battle Digest, Sir Bidevire from Fate Go, Ultraman Zero from Take a Wild Guess, Atsuma from Haikyuu, yeah, Atsuma. Wild spooky, oh my. Dr. People, made of real people. I hope not, but I wouldn't be surprised with anything in this game. I toss the bottle to Kirisu when she turns around. Yeah. Kirisu tries to catch it, but fails magnificently. She picks the bottle up from the floor, then shoots me a glare. I'll explain in a second. Drink that while you wait. That makes me want it more. Silent green plays in the distance. Oh my. Gee, thanks. Oh god, that was a dramatic hiccup. Has to be a good source of protein. Stop. I need to send a reply to Shining Finger. Do you? She ended up being no help at all, but I suppose I can't just say nothing. And brain eating prions? What? I got the goods. Over. I send as concise a message as possible. Now then. I turn back to Kirisu, but the reply comes before I can open my mouth. Does Dr. People taste the same as Dr. Pepper? I mean, I imagine. I turn around in less than 5 seconds. She must have her phone in hand 24/7. That's the only possible explanation. The goods? You found an IBM 5100? Gimme. Gimme? What nonsense is this? Sorry, but I'm not the owner. I can't just give it to you. I send that. Another instant reply. Gah. Let me borrow it. It's easy to imagine what will happen if I lend it to her. I wonder if back in the day... Back in the day, what? They added pepper to Dr. Pepper like Coke added cocaine or whatever? Maybe. I don't know. She'll disappear and I'll never see the IBN 5100 again. No borrowing either. You can visit our lab if you want to see it, but no touching. It used to be made with cocaine. Maybe that's why I'm addicted to caffeine. Caffeine on its own is addictive, and I don't think there's been cocaine in it since you've been alive, Nigiri. But I could be wrong. I add the lab's address and send the mail. No more replies come. Sorry for the wait, Christina. I look up and see Carissa drinking the Dr. P. Oh. You're a fan of the doc? I see. I've lived 7 years at its birthplace, after all. Excellent. We'll make great drinking buddies. I'm a minor. That's not what I meant. I meant Dr. P drinking buddies. Rentaro isn't even old enough to drink alcohol either. The guys are literally the same age. Is that all you drink? Kirisa shrugs her shoulders and takes another swig, signaling me to talk. And so, I explain how Dario and I hacked into CERN. Dr. Pepper is just named after a doctor with the last name of Pepper. Is that true? If so, that's pretty boring, not gonna lie. Like, really boring. The first bottle was made with his remains. Catman. Maybe that's the story for Dr. People. And how they've already had the LHC in operation for 9 years. And how they successfully created many black holes. And how it looks like they're researching times travel. And also how they hadn't disclosed any of that information, any of that to the world. I can read. Kirisu's expression grows more and more intense as she listens to the story. CERN's certainly acting strange, but how's the IBN 5100 involved? CERN's database uses an IBN 5100. So? The only way to decrypt that database is to use an IBN 5100 of our own. How do you know that? I have my sources. I don't drop Titter's name. I have no doubt that this genius girl would laugh if I did. Kadisha puts a finger to her lip, deep in thought. Setting the IBN 5100 and such aside, I want to see proof that CERN's really doing that sort of research. True, we didn't get any definite proof of CERN's time travel research last time we hacked them. Daru, will it take much longer to find the server admin's account? Actually, I was just thinking about doing that. It should take more than half a day, I guess. There you go. I'll wait until then. Like most soda pops from the 1800s, it is originally sold as snake oil, claiming to aids digestion and restores vim, vigor, and vitality. Yeah. You'll wait? It's already getting dark. Why not go home for tonight and come back tomorrow morning? No thanks. I'll wait. I want to know as soon as possible, even if it's just a microsecond sooner. That's the spirit. You're already fascinated by the conspiracy. You can't help but want to know what lies at the heart of CERN. If what you guys are saying is true, then this isn't something to joke about. At the time, it was just common sense to name your pop after a doctor to make it seem more legit. Okay. CERN is the world's top research institution. If they're doing secret experiments without publishing their results, they're making fools of scientists the world over. Dr. Coke. That's only if it's true, though. She finishes by emphasizing that point again. Doesn't look like she believes us. Anyway, daughter, I'll leave it to you. According to Dadu's research, the IBM 5100 weighs 25 kilos. For now, we'll leave it on the shelf in the development room. We carry the cardboard box to the room, half dragging it. Kirisu follows. Coke apparently came out a year after Dr. Pepper? Huh. I honestly never would have guessed that Dr. Pepper is young, or not younger, older than Coke. Wild. Can you show me the phone wave? Indeed, I can. Want to experiment? You haven't been able to send another email to the past yet, right? Do you know why? I can only shake my head. Let's run some tests. Kirisu looks around the development room. Man, you have a ton of junk. It's not junk. Since you're new to the Future Gadget Laboratory, I'll explain. Those are the glorious fruits of our science, the future gadgets. Future gadgets 1 through 7 are stored here. The phone wave, with which you are already familiar with, is gadget number 8. Future gadgets, huh? Kirisu casually picks Future Gadget 4, Mode Snake, up from the shelf and stares at it. Hey, isn't this a weapon? Future Gadget number 4, Mode Snake, designed after a Claymore landmine, is an instant humidifier. How confusing. Insert water and turn the power on, and in mere seconds, it generates a thick cloud of steam. So it's junk. I thought so. Kirisu sighs and returns Mode Snake to the shelf. I'm borrowing this. Without waiting for a reply, she grabs Daru's never-worn lab coat from the shelf and puts it on gallantly. Whoa. It's just not right without a lab coat. Overcome with emotion, I seize Kirisu's hand and grasp it firmly. Hey. Assistant, you get it, don't you? Get what? Let go. Oh no, his down pat. If you're gonna do science, you need a lab coat, right? I told Daru over and over, but he wouldn't wear one. But my assistant is different. She put it on before I even said anything. I knew you were meant for this, Christina. You're the best assistant a mad scientist could ask for. I don't know if that's supposed to be a compliment, but it's coming off as an insult. Now let's go. Let go, rather. She shakes my hand and turns back to me. I'm giving you that lab coat to commemorate your joining the lab. Don't worry, it's never been worn. Or maybe this fateful encounter between you and that lab coat was decided by destiny long ago. Daughter not wearing it was just another inevitability. This is the choice of Steins. Shut up. So we can start the experiment. I'm ahead to work now, bye. Okay, thank you so much for popping in, Spooky, and taking Nigiri home. Good luck at work. Kirisi thrusts both hands into her coat pockets. Bring me home, thanks. Then bends down to look at the time machine now placed underneath the table. Oh my goodness. Hello, Cyber. Okay, there's the chat box. Let me go ahead and give you a nice little shout out. How was stream? I hope you had a nice stream. I did notice on Twitter that you had difficulties earlier, so I hope those went away. See, Cyber, Nano, VT. It doesn't get any easier to type on my iPad, I swear. Rado, yes. Oh, you were just playing Monster Hunter Rise. Nice. I hope you were enjoying it. And once again, I hope you had a good stream, and welcome to mine. We are currently playing more Steins Gate. To anyone new from Cyber, I am Saku, or Saku. That's how you read my silly little username. I am a variety streamer, but I do kind of focus more on anime-related games, such as Steins Gate. And yeah, I'm so good at thoughts. Steins Gate's pretty good. Things are getting interesting. Sorry I can't stay tonight as I have work tomorrow morning, but I wanted to show some love and help support you. Good luck with stream. Oh, thank you so much, Cyber, and have a good rest, and hope to catch you next time you can. No worries. The dog's going crazy. But yes, hello, welcome Raiders, and thank you once again to Cyber for the raid. Yay. Okay, where were we? The previous experiment broke the table and even left a hole in the floor. There's a danger that will happen again if we successfully reproduce the discharge phenomenon. So, unfortunately, we'll have to leave it on the floor for now. Bork indeed, Nagiri, bork indeed. So you haven't tampered with the microwave at all? I point to the by 68,000. There's code on the screen. It's in terminal mode now. We can change the factory settings like this. Make the microwave do things its manufacturer never intended. How was it set when the discharge phenomenon occurred? Nothing out of the ordinary. It was at factory settings. I'll take a banana. The bunch of bananas only has 3 bananas left. Those are Mayuri's. Oh, thank you so much for the follower, VTuber Simping. I hope you enjoy stream and your stay. Yes, I'm so good at the words. But yes, thank you so much. Oh, so I don't need your permission then. I'll go buy new bananas tomorrow. Kirisu takes one banana from the bunch, squats down, and places it inside the phone wave named Subject to Change. She begins to type on her phone. She pushes send, and the phone wave, named Subject to Change, begins to turn backwards. After 120 seconds, the time rings. Nothing happened. The banana's still in the microwave, unjollified. Ah. Kirisu yelps as she tries to take out the banana and quickly draws back her hand. She starts blowing on her fingers. It's hot, meaning the microwave functioned normally. This proves that the hidden function Mayuri found wasn't a freezing function, but we knew that already. Undaunted, Kirisu throws in throws in a new banana, and once again begins reverse rotation for 120 seconds. But the banana but the second banana warms up too. We can't reproduce this alification phenomenon, much less send mail to the past. What does this mean? I guess what happened earlier was an irregularity after all. I don't know if it's an irregularity or not, but we ought to investigate the cause. I agree. We agree for once. But Kurisi's motives and my motives are probably the exact opposite. My assistant here waits to disprove my theory that the phone wave name subject to change is, in fact, a time machine. In the previous experiment, after sending 120 seconds in the phone wave name subject to change, the banana teleported back to the bunch jellified. We should consider that it returned to its state 120 seconds before. Wrong. If it returned to its state 120 seconds before, it wouldn't be jellified. So she wants to say that because it was jellified, it didn't travel back in time. The chicken returned to its frozen state without jellifying. That logic is dubious. Sure, it ended up frozen, but did you examine the possibility that it might have jellified first? No, I didn't. I think Mayuri ate the refrozen chicken. Salt didn't jellify. You mean nothing changed? After the discharge phenomenon occurred last time, we spent all night experimenting with cabbage, radishes, rice, konjac, melon bread, crunchy-kun, and cup noodles. Nothing happened. Crunchy-kun. Hello? Fictional, a brand of popsicle, popular throughout Japan. In addition to the standard soda flavor, over 50 varieties are sold, including cola, grape, and limited promotional flavors. Win might be written on one part of the stick. A winning stick earns a free popsicle. The chances of winning are rumored to be around 2%. Amazing you. The same thing with the liquids. On that day, our success rate took a 180-degree turn. Ooh, I want one? Yeah, that would be nice, huh? Before the discharge phenomenon, everything succeeded. After the discharge phenomenon, everything failed. Is the microwave storing electricity? You said the jellified objects became fractal restructured, right? Became fractal structured. God. Reading hard. Salt has a simple structure by nature, so maybe that had an effect. But how could electricity be related? Here. You should think under the assumptions of time travel theory. No. It's not good to start thinking from the conclusion. We've already had several successful experiments. You can't deny that. I'm not especially concerned whether this thing is a time machine or not. To begin with, it's physically impossible for this tiny little microwave to produce energy equivalent to the Big Bang. Kurisu frowns deeply. We can't reproduce the discharge phenomenon, nor the fractalization. There should be a reason why. We haven't changed our methods. We haven't changed the settings. We haven't changed the experimental subjects either. There must be some other variable. Maybe it's the one who observes it. What do you mean by that? Quantum theory. The observer is an important element to the experiment. There were 4 of us here when the discharge phenomenon occurred last time, but before that, it occurred when Hashida-san was alone. Each time fractalization occurred, there were either 2 or 3 people observing. You and I each saw phenomena. In other words, the conditions haven't changed. In that case... There must be some other variable. It's on the tip of my tongue. Then I hear a rumbling sound from Kurisu's stomach. Hungry? Shut up! I haven't eaten since lunch. Kurisu turns away as she what? As she looks at her watch. It's already 8? Just eat a banana. But only one of the 2 we just warmed. They are, after all, the fruit of our experiments. Or you could take something from our stock of cup noodles. Don't want any? Well, since you lived in America for so long, I guess you prefer fast food instead. Cup noodles. What? I'll have cup noodles. Cup noodles? What flavors? There's soy sauce flavor and chicken flavor. Chicken. She seems in the mood to eat. Also, do you have a fork? Kurisu, you don't know how to use chopsticks? It's past midnight. At 8 o'clock, the 2 of us silently ate cup noodles and warm bananas. The other said he didn't want any, and ever since then we have been examining the phone wave name subject to change. I've mainly focused on the terminal mode settings through the by 68,000. The programs Daughter wrote are all wizard class though, so I can't understand most of them. Wonder what that tip has to say. An insanely skilled hacker. Okay, not what I was expecting. Kirisu's been examining the AC adapter and the lab's electrical switchboard for a while, though we stopped her when she tried to disable them. It's early morning, and she still shows no sign of leaving. Where is she staying anyway? She's been in Japan for 1 or 2 months, and she said... She did say she was going back to America this month. The trains aren't running this late, so I guess she might not be able to leave even if she wants to. But in that case, why didn't she leave before the train stopped? Don't tell me she plans to stay. No girls have ever stayed over at the lab. Mairi has a curfew, so she always goes back home to Ikebukuro. Daughter and I frequently stay here, though. It's not an exaggeration to say we live here half the time. Maybe it's normal for American girls to stay overnight in labs. Christina, is it okay to stay here this late? Perhaps you should contact your family. No need. What? Do your parents let you do whatever you want? Kurisu turns to me and what? I didn't catch that. And sighs. I haven't seen my father in 7 years. My mother is in America. I'm living in a hotel right now. Understand? What? Living in a hotel? Well, true. Renting an apartment for just a month is absurd, but... You damn celebrity. If you're American, they should at least use a motel instead of a hotel, right? Wow. I'm not American, and there aren't any motels in the heart of Tokyo. What sort of hotel? What do you mean? It's a normal hotel in Ochanomizu. Ochanomizu. Ochanomizu? Then you can walk there from here, can't you? Sure. I see. That's why she's so flexible with her schedule. I finally understand. So, tell me about your father. Sorry? You said you haven't seen him in 7 years. Why do you care about my father? You're the one who mentioned him. Isn't that basically a hidden message saying, please give me some advice about my father, please? Oh boy, his overreading. You're crazy. You are my assistant, and I can't let my assistant have any worries. So tell me everything that's on your mind. Kurisu pouts and says no more. Instead, she glares at the circuit box on the wall. What's wrong? I have nothing to say to you. Oh, I know. Your father was a hero, but then he fell to evil, and now he wears a black mask and cape and goes, "He call," right? And in the future, you two are destined to fight. And what the fuck is this a reference to? I think I heard Kurisu's teeth grind. You're really mad at me, aren't you? Don't make fun. Kurisu doesn't look me in the eye, but her low voice tells me how mad she is. I've got to work 5 minutes early, so I'm popping in again. Amazing, you. Thank you, Spooky, for the dedication. I have people's family issues like that. You're trampling on my heart. Could her father's situation be a landmine? Maybe I should apologize. Apparently I missed a Nana makeup stream. Big sad. I did notice like a live notification from her, but that was like in the morning, so at least I think it was in the morning. I don't know. I try to think of the words, but before I can say anything. Hell yeah! What the fuck? Oh, Itaru. Daddy's war cry echoes through the lab. Another fucking ad. Oh no. Actually, I'll hold off because I think that's an ad for pretty much everyone, judging by the time of how long I've been live. I wouldn't mind if I didn't just get one while joining. I know she was going to in the morning, but I didn't know, and for some reason I didn't get a notif. I mean, I got the notification through my emails. That's how I get my Twitch notifications, so maybe try setting that up if you don't have that set up yet. I like how I said that as if you can necessarily hear me because ads. I somehow did not get an ad. I see. So then it's just spooky. Fair enough. Did you get it? Oh, Bossman got here on time for once. Bye again. Bye, Spooky. Good luck. Mission complete. The other shows his white teeth in a wide grin as he gives a thumbs up. I got the server admin's ID and password. Now we can peep as much as we want. Yo! Yo! And the IBN 5100's database. That's separate, duh. The server admin's unrelated. I mean, it's a database with normally unreadable code, so there's a limit on who can access it. Doesn't look like even the lab director can access it. There are positions higher than that? There's something called the CERN Executive Council. Words. So they call it a council, huh? What about it? It's a fitting name for our enemy. Kirisu looks at me coldly. Whatever, let's leave the IBN 5100 database for another day. Run a search for data on time and travel research. Okie dokie. That C program we saw last time was suspicious, wasn't it? That and the Jellyman's report. We couldn't get concrete information on either before. Kirisu stares holes into the monitor. Her angry expression has disappeared. Look carefully and burn it into your eyes. The proof of certain actions, its deceit upon the world. Oh, yeah, baby. Found that LHC project supervisor. The supervisor? That's a pretty important post. Right now, we're peeking inside his computer. Z program. Z obviously stands for jelly. Zaddy. Jelly starts with J. Jelly. Careless mistake. So uncool. What he meant to say, that there's no way it would have such a simple name. The name is hiding something important. There has to be a double meaning. Daru, who has been searching through the log, suddenly stops. Got it. He displays a graphic on the monitor. It looks like a scan of a very old paper document. The letterhead reads Z program, top secret. The program began in 1973. When was CERN formed? 1954. I asked Daru, but Kurisu answers instead, her tone flat. I thought that maybe CERN was formed with the Z program in mind, but 54 means my guess was off. When was the IBM 5100 put on market? 1975. So maybe that's why the IBM 5100 was central to CERN's operations. The years match, after all. No, that's wrong. It can't be as It can't be something as stupidly simple as that. There has to be a worldwide conspiracy involved. Maybe IBM hid the proprietary programming language in the IBM 5100 for the sole purpose of its use in CERN's Z program. IBM and CERN are co-conspirators. And both of them are being manipulated from the shadows by an even larger organization. Yeah, that way's more interesting. I don't think interesting has much to do with actuality, but that's fine. Ugh, a JPEG? Come on, I can't copy-paste this. Daru mutters some complaint. The text isn't in French. What's on screen right now looks like English. Actually, there's French, Dutch, and German versions too. The content looks the same, though. CERN's purpose heading into the 21st century shall be to establish control over space and time, thereby to enable the destruction of extant history and the creation of an everlasting utopia. Well, that's a little on the nose, ain't it? Ruled by the committee that encompasses the entirety of past and future events. Kurisu suddenly starts speaking at a stilted clip. Oh, right. Maka says she can do English. Way to go, assistants. Your study abroad in America was all for the sake of today, wasn't it? Of course not. Stop assigning people roles in your fantasy world. Dada relinquishes his chair, allowing Carisi to sit in front of the computer. In order to maintain this project's secrecy and to allow its name to remain relevant in changing circumstances, we designated the Z program. Z, like the Greek omega for the Cyrillica. Or the Cyrillica, I can read. It is forbidden to assign any meaning to the name or to seek it in significance beyond the project itself. Negative returns are predicted. Negative returns are predicted. Okay. Should this edict be violated? Oh, okay. The Z program is a top secret project spanning international borders, like electromagnetic wave research, and has been approved for top priority funding by the Committee of 300. Why did I say 3,000? Henceforth, all other research performed by CERN shall function to keep the Z program's existence secret. I guess Kirisi's reading the preface to a document. It's getting rather dull. Is there anything specific about what exactly the Z program is? Deller types on the keyboard from the side, bringing up another window. Here. This can't be. Kirisi bends forward and stares wide-eyed at the words on the screen. What is it? The purpose of the Z program is to perform time-space displacement experiments by means of high-energy proton-proton collisions. Time-space displacement experiments. In other words, time travel. I have to struggle to keep from shouting. I quickly run over to the window and close it. It might make it hotter inside, but it would be worse if people outside overheard us. No way. It was true? You're telling me they've been deceiving the world for nearly 40 years? Just as I suspected. A great shadow lurks behind CERN, most likely the organization, or one of its puppets. What organization, you shouldn't nut job? At least try to be serious some of the time. Don't be ridiculous. My words are always grounded in truth. Sure, buddy. Anyway, shouldn't it be the committee instead of the organization? That's what it says here. The Committee of 300. I don't think they mean CERN's Executive Council. What are they talking about? The Unseen Masters, a secret organization rumored to manipulate the world behind the scenes. Some believe that the many secret societies spoken of the conspiracy theorists of all merely puppets of merely puppets of the Committee of 300. One theory states that the Committee of 300's ultimate goal is to establish a one-world government. With the exception of the elites, the world's population will be reduced to 1 billion, and that remaining 1 billion will be enslaved. Eek. The world is full of lies. It's not as beautiful as you think. Listen, Okarine. I am listening. The Committee of 300 is the dark power that controls every secret society, every government, every multinational corporation. You're making things up again. It's the truth. Google it if you don't believe me. I guess Googling everything, that works, right? Until now, the human race, for all its accomplishments, has never been able to overcome the barrier called time. The technology of time travel, which can break through that barrier, will change the course of human history, literally. As it was when we split the atom, this forbidden fruit has the potential to grant us godlike power. Not a man exists who can resist its temptation. I mean, I'm sure there's someone that exists, but you know. And naturally, all those with power will use any means at their disposal to obtain it. Human morality is not but a joke to those who would stand with the gods. I mean, I guess. Understand, Christina? Made her in the mood. Wow, that was quite a speech. Since you seem to know so much about it, does that mean you're aiming for godhood too? What Hyowing Hyoma desires is the destruction of all who would call themselves gods, the collapse of their hateful system, and a glorious new age of chaos. He's insane, but that's why we like him, right? I'm not asking Hyowin, I'm asking Okabe. I am Hyowin. In other words, you don't have your own reason. Damn you, assistant. How dare you attack my very identity? Forget about him, Akaseshi. Please keep reading. Daru, what do you mean forget about me? I'm tired of listening to conspiracy theories. I'm more interested in the Z program than your delusions. I told you, they're not delusions, and they're not theories. But Daru does have a point. Our top priority now is to expose the dark side of the international research organization known as CERN. Continue, assistant. At least show respect when you're asking a favor. Though huffing any complaints, Kurisu obediently goes back to translating. Stage 1. Construction and implementation of the Large Hadron Collider. A device that accelerates charged particles in order to research the reactions that result when such particles collide. The type of particle accelerated also determines the name of the equipment. In recent years, most high-energy accelerators have been synchrotrons, ring types. Ring-type accelerators are very expensive to build, but they can perform the most effective experiments. The reason for the ring shape is that the charged particles can be sent through an electromagnetic field to bend their trajectory through the Lorentz force. The world's largest synchrotrons, other than CERN's LHC, are located in the US, the UK, and Japan. Interesting. Speaking of the Hadron Collider, Spooky has mentioned in the Discord that apparently actual CERN, spelt with the C, has turned on their Hadron Collider by now, because I think that was set to happen on the 5th. I don't know. Earlier this week, regardless. Wild, ain't it? Over the past half-century, beginning with the proton synchronization completed in 1959, particle accelerator technology has reached the point where standardized results may be obtained. Stage 2. Implementation and testing of lifter technology. The formation of more than 2 artificial localized singularities, as well as the formation of Kerr black holes, will become possible when this stage is complete. In order to hide the program's true goal, it is necessary to intentionally leak misinformation regarding the formation of black holes. Stage 3. Animal experimentation. Stage 4. Kirisu stops talking. She takes a deep breath, then finally mutters angrily, "Human experimentation." For real? A chill runs up my spine. I admit it. Some part of me still saw this as a game. I was elated to discover that an institution as respected as CERN was actually doing time travel research. After all, we ourselves had succeeded, whether by chance or design, in producing our own time travel phenomenon. I thought that maybe we could beat CERN to the first functional time machine design. And wouldn't that be something? But now, just like I said to Karisu, the world is full of lies. Morals are meaningless. Was it really okay for us to get involved in this? Hey, Okarin, remember when we had hacked in before? I'm pretty sure that email we read said this. Result, error, human is dead, mismatch. For details, see the Jellyman's report. Someone died? Could that have been something to do with human experimentation? My throat goes dry. Cold sweat seeps through my brow, and it's not because of the heat. Kurisu and daughter are waiting for me to speak. Are they entrusting the decision to me? I ask myself, is this really okay? Are you sure? There's no turning back. True, but I can live with myself if I ignore this conspiracy. Daughter, look up the Jellyman's report. Really? Really. But first, Christina. Eh? You should leave. And why are you suddenly... The Jellyman's report, it just gives me a bad feeling. Once we see it, we can no longer return to our normal lives. You're a genius. You're already published, for crying out loud. There's no need to throw away your promising future. Are you worried about me? Of course I am. You're my assistant after all. I keep telling you, I'm not your assistant. Thanks for your concern, but I'm not leaving. We need to expose this truth to the world. No, it's too dangerous. You chickening out? We're powerless against the conspiracy. One wrong move and they'll have us erased. But still, this isn't a game. I'm not joking here. Fine. I won't tell anyone. Though her expression shows she still doesn't agree, she finally submits. But I'm not leaving. It'll keep me awake at night. You won't regret this? I won't. She declares firmly. I don't know if it's her competitive spirit, or if it's her bravery, or if she's just ignorant to the ways of the world. But it doesn't look like I can persuade her to back down. What about you, Daru? Prepared? Well, I am a super hacker. He's comfortable even in this situation. And with my skills, they'll never know we were there. That settles it. It's good that Mayuri's not here. I can't get her involved. I look Daru and Kurisu in the eye. Alright, let's begin. Hajime. Kurisu gives the seat to Daru. Henceforth, this shall be known as Operation Leg Joint Chest. Leg Joint's Chest. I hope I'm saying that right. Close enough, I guess, because it's Norse. Leg Joint. Leon. Oh. In Norse mythology, the gigantic chest protected by 9 locks that contains the cursed sword, Levatin. I don't know my words. Why Norse mythology? Is that Norse mythology? Because it's cool, I guess. Anyway, what is with men in military terms? Daru, begin the operation. He soon finds the Jolly Man's report. It required a second password authentication, which Daru broke through easily. Ready? I'm opening it. Honestly, on one hand I am ready, but on the other hand, I have to pee. So I will be right back. But let me add a little quick text because I don't feel like going to the BRB screen. Da-da-da-da. Okay, I'll be right back, guys. I am back, and it seems like the game audio stopped playing for you guys. That's kind of funny. There we go. Kind of surprised you guys are on the quieter side. But, you know, it is what it is. Let me remove the text. There we go. Alright. Back to the game. Finding out what the Jellyman's report is. The other looks at me and Kurisu. I wet my parched lips and nod. The air in the lab suddenly seems thicker. Unable to escape through the closed window, it surrounds us with an oppressive heat. The other wipes the sweat off his forehead with a handkerchief, then timidly presses the enter key. The file opens. At first glance, it looks like a resume. There's a photograph on the top right. The top left has name, age, height, weight, and other information. In the center is a long string of English text. Underneath that, there's something attached, like a scan of the newspaper clipping with a black and white photo. And then I know exactly what the Jellyman and Jellyman's report means. Oh, did he become jelly? Oh my god. I think that's where this is going. 'Cause, like, I don't know if you guys happen to remember with, like, mages, when they went to the last station's, like, technology expo. Like, mages, who is named after the company behind Steins said something about a microwave that turns humans and food into gel. So I think that's where this is going. I was wondering where the humans part came into that reference, because we definitely already knew about the bananas. Jellyman's Report 10. Subject: James McCarthy, age 31, American. Z program stage 4, date of experiment 2005, January 28th, T1305. Kurisu bends over daughter's shoulder, reading the contents out loud. Results: error, human is dead, mismatch. That again. It is believed that due to infinite compression by supergravity, the subject could not endure passage through the singularity inside the Kerr black hole. April 3rd, 1921, New York City. An unidentified man was discovered dead in an alley off Union Square. The right half of the body was embedded in a nearby wall. Damn. It sounds like Kurisu is reading the newspaper article at the end. The man's body was completely jellified. Yep. Scary. Oh, we actually got to the end of... Oh, wow. I thought it was going to take a bit longer to get to the end of that. I'll put up a quick poll as to if we should stop here, because that was originally what I was thinking of, like, stopping at the end of chapter 2, but I didn't realize we were fairly close to the end there. But I'm sure we can find another, like, stopping point in the middle of chapter 3 if you continue, so... I will put up a poll for a couple of minutes, so you guys can tell me what you think we should do. If we should continue or pause. Either way, I will do a quick savey save, because it would kind of suck if something happens and we lose our place, you know? Okay. Hopefully at least one of you votes to help decide. Because I'm fine either way. I'm not too tired. Then again, I had probably one more energy drink than I should have. But we ignore that for now. Just need at least one of you to vote. According to my stats, there should be 6 of you. So I hope at least one of you is paying attention enough to vote on a poll. Not a single vote. Earth to anyone. Is there really not a single one of you paying attention enough? Like, I guess that makes sense because you guys have been silent, but a little disheartening anyways. Maybe I should have made the poll longer. Oh well. Oh boy, no one voted. Okay, well in that case I guess I should just end because you guys aren't paying attention, which means I guess that's a good enough time to end than ever. I'm pretty sure I saved well. I'll double check. Yeah, okay. Title menu. So we have some audio. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed, even though none of you are paying attention anymore. It'd be that way, no right? No worries, no worries. I understand. Me and my habit of collecting some lurkers. No biggie, though. Just waiting for things to load on my computer. Sure, it's taking its time. Tututturu, hi. Oh, you popped in right as I'm ending. But thank you for popping in anyways. I appreciate you. Either way, the VOD will be up. Yeah, we just got to the end of the chapter and I made a poll and no one responded, so it be that way. But we are going to raid the very nice Daifuku. He has debuted a new model today. A cute little summer model. I don't know if he's doing anything else right now. Might be. Let's see. It says Ori in the Blind Forest. That's a chill game. But yeah, let's go say hi to Daifuku. I'm glad, like, he started, like, a half hour before I did, so, like, I was able to catch him, like, showing off his model. It was really fun. But yeah. Thank you guys so much for popping in, as always. I appreciate all of you. And let's give a nice little Banui raid to Daifuku. Bye-bye.
Welcome in. So now VSync off. Alright, sounds good. What is VSync? Why is my please work?